This is the lovely Edmonia Lewis, an iconic neoclassical sculptress. You've may never heard of her before, but she's very important. Let me tell you why. Edmonia's story is amazing based off a simple fact that she was disrespected in the worst way that you can be and left for dead. But Edmonia survived and went on to become one of the most notable sculptors of the early 1900s. She was the first woman recognized as African American and Native American, which we know today is the original Aboriginal American Indians. We've been here. Edmonia spent the majority of her life in Italy, where she achieved international recognition for her neoclassical sculptures. And after her first initial training at Oberlin, I think that's how you say it, college, she refused to have any more training because she did not want anyone trying to take credit for her work and her talent and say, oh, well, I trained you. That's why you're so good. More than anything, she's a self-taught sculptor. This is one of my favorite art pieces ever. It's called The Death of Cleopatra. It is one of her more notably famous works of art. Here's this at another angle. Like, seriously, look at the detail up on this. Look at it. People were seething that they were not as good as her. I know somewhere out there they was mad. Edmonia often incorporated themes of her cultural background into her artwork. She felt like it was very important to create these type of images from our point of view. Like Black Native Americans, Aboriginals, really and truly have been here. Have you ever heard of Edmonia Lewis before? I bet not. I think that this one speaks for itself, don't you? Edmonia's career was funded by her older brother, as well as other abolitionists that wanted to help her out and really were admirers of her work and her art. Now, if my memory serves me right from this class, I learned this in long ago. Edmonia specifically wanted to live in Italy because she did not like how people acted in America. And girl, I don't blame you. I don't like how they act in America either. Look what they done did to our land. We been here. Ashe. So I just want to showcase some more of her artwork. I know artists back then were shook. They were not doing it like Edmonia. Do you see this fucking detail, bro? Like, I know the girls were shook. That is sculpture marble. Like, dude. She was not to be played with. And I forgot to mention earlier that the reason she was having issues at Oberlin College was because of what? False accusations, as always. They accused her of poisoning students and being a thief, and a mob attacked her and led to those unfortunate events that I mentioned earlier in the beginning of this video. Like, do you see the details on these pieces? Like, I need y'all to understand, like, they were not doing it like this. They weren't. I know they were shook. Imagine being an artist back then and learning that she's dropping a sculpture. Bro, you might as well just stole away what you got because you wasn't fucking with Edmonia. And I also forgot to mention how Death of Cleopatra was one of her most controversial art pieces, and was also one of the biggest ones out of all of them. It was huge. And it was ignored for some time before it finally did receive the recognition that it deserved. Like, look at that hair. Look at that hair, bro. Stop playing with her. She needs more recognition than she's gotten. Giving her a simple stamp, bitch, that ain't enough. That ain't enough. Look at this. Oh my God. I love her. I love her so much. She's probably my favorite artist ever. That's supposed to be Columbus. Lord, stop playing with her. Please put some respect on her name. Please.